Hello, Assalamu alaikum, my friends. We are back with our new video, a new lesson on powering our skills on Python. And today, the skill we are going to learn is interestingly powerful because it lets us to avoid repetition in our work and make our words smarter and faster. And that is generic type hinting. So let's see what it is. Generic type hinting is like having a screwdriver on which you can add the heads as you wish. The, though there is no need to carry a screwdriver for each type of screw. You don't need to type hint the function again and again for numeric arguments and again for string arguments and likewise for booleans. You will just give the function a generic argument, a generic type hinting, and the function will figure out by itself that which argument is being passed and how it should return the results. So let's see it practically. For example, suppose you are making a function called get the first item and you are passing it in an array. An array should always be a list, but you are saying that the array will be of integers and the result that this function will give you should also be of type integer. And let's make this up. We will return the first element of the array. Okay, let's make this function. Let's make a variable we are going to pass this function, that is, okay, there is some error. We need to figure out it first. That first of all we need to import from the typing library the data type list. The data type list is not local to Python. You have to import it from typing library. Okay, now we make a variable called num and save some numbers in it. Now you try to pass this number array into this get the first item. Let's see, does it returns the result? And hooray, it does. But what if you give it an array of, let's suppose, strings? Let's say I have a string of the names of my brothers, Mustafa, Tahir, and myself, same, and another one, the eldest one of us, 15. If I give it the array of name, will it return the result? Okay, it is returning the result. But usually it will not. In some cases it does. But to make the process accurate, we will be needing to typecast, to give it a generic type, to give this function a generic type as an argument when we are defining it. Defining means this is what we were defining a function. How do we do that? We import from typing library type var and list. List is something we have already voted. Okay. Now when we are defining this function, get the first item, let's give it another name. Get the first baggage, and give it the argument as an array list of. Now what should we give it now? We will give it now something interesting. We will register a generic data type. We will call that T, and we will use this type var and pass as a generic data label T. This will make a generic data type for us that we can consume or use here. We can also use it for return statements. Return array 0. Okay. This gives us a name error that we have studied in the past lessons. A name error is when you use a variable which is not defined. So because we haven't entered this thing, the Python doesn't understand that this variable exists or not. So when we have entered, it exists, and then so we can use it, and hopefully there will be no errors. Name error especially. Now pass this function whatever you want. Either you can pass it, for example, you can make a numeric array, you can make a string array, for example, is z Najmi Saifi, or you can make a boolean values is happy or not. For example, true, false, true, whatever you want, and you can pass these variables as you wish in this function, and it will we don't have to put the def. The def signifies that you are defining a function. We are not defining it, we are actually calling it using that function that we have defined previously. So that works. Hopefully it will work on the strings too. Okay, surname, yes, and hopefully it will work on the boolean values too. Hooray, it does. So in conclusion, type hinting generic data type is like using a screwdriver on the head of which you can insert any type of pin and make your life easier. You don't have to carry the definition for all types of data types. If you are making a function, just one generic data type, insert it in the function, and you can use it however you wish. Thank you very much. Meet you in the next lesson.